Good morning, guys. Welcome to day 56 until I am a YouTube millionaire. Keep in mind, guys, that these are kind of stream of consciousness videos that I do not come into with a script. So when I start the video, I might have some ums or some uhs or some pauses in my speech and whatnot. The pauses, for the most part, are intentional so that I can gather my thoughts and not fill up that little break in speech with nonsense and things that don't really add to the conversation. But otherwise, this is all off the cuff. I come in with a basic idea of what it is I want to talk about, and then I just go from there. I really appreciate all the comments talking about how I can improve these videos, and from what I've seen so far, the constructive criticism has been very good. You guys really have some great ideas, genuinely. But what it comes down to brass tacks, it's dollars and cents. So for now, this is the way this is going to stay. It will get better in time. Keep in mind, as the channel continues to grow, and as the monetary incentive increases, as my public platform grows, then the quality will improve. I've had many YouTube channels in the past, and unfortunately I've been rather demoralized by what has happened to them. My first YouTube channel was actually deleted by YouTube after it had been shadow banned, and I had all the information to show them that it really was. I actually have some pictures of the graphs of my subscriber count on that channel in my documents and history, so I can bring it up and show it to people later. Yes, they do in fact shadow ban people. It does happen. So I was demoralized by that. Therefore, I really don't want to put so much effort into my videos until that traction is gotten. And I have other ways in which to do that. You got to keep in mind that essentially these YouTube channels are like a really powerful vetting platform. So if you're going to bring yourself up as a figure in any way, shape, or form, public videos for people to watch, even if it's only like 60, I'm actually getting some pretty good traction on my videos. I'm very grateful for that. Thank you guys. 60, 70 people. That's 60, 70 people that are going to know details about your life that they wouldn't have otherwise known. So personally, I believe that the social dating platforms like OkCupid and Plenty of Fish and all those other ones out there, Tinder, blah, 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 they're going to evolve into something like this. The more vetted you are, the more proven you are to not be a bot, which I'm not, I'm a real person, the more chance you're going to have of actually finding somebody. So, and the more you actually speak the things that are in the sound of silence, that is, things that people are not willing to say out loud, you say the quiet part out loud, the more you tell the blunt truth, you don't hide, you don't play games, the higher the chance is of you running into somebody who just might have the same philosophy. So, there you go. I just wanted to address that before I really dove into, sorry, every single time I do these videos, Chiron starts to spaz. So anyway, before I started to address the main thing I wanted to talk about in this video, which is not making decisions when you are in a poor mental state. All right? It is never a good decision. Never a good idea to make important decisions while you are psychologically compromised, whether that be from some type of psychotic break or you're just not awake and feeling energetic. To give you some perspective, I typically consume 2 full rock stars and about 16 ounces of coffee every morning. that equates to about 600 milligrams of caffeine. And scientifically speaking, studies show that between 2 to 4 cups, or between 200 and 400 milligrams of caffeine, quiet, Chiron, stop, every day, has been shown to increase lifespan by about 10 to 15 years. It maximizes, essentially, the capacity of your physical form. It maximizes your intellectual clarity, right? Your general clarity. I'm sorry, guys. It seems like I do try to start these videos at roughly the same time every day, and I guess this is kind of my fault, because this is right the time when my dad starts to let out the other dogs in the house. So, it's okay. It's okay. Maybe I have to start these videos a little earlier. Anyways, so 2 to 4 cups of coffee has been shown to do that, okay? 200 to 400 milligrams of caffeine. There's diminishing returns beyond that. And then if you start to go well above that, you start to get into things like panic attacks and screwing up your sleep cycles, your circadian rhythms, all right? So I bring that up because I have this very large quantity of caffeine early in the morning to supercharge me for the day, all right? So that I can actually get the things done in the day that I want to get done. Every single day. I don't have caffeine after about noon, typically, or if I do, it's very little, like maybe a Diet Coke or something, right? And, you know, during the day, I'll do things like get my workout in. I'll do my writing. I write like 500 words a day to keep up my routine, to build that muscle memory so that I actually keep on making good stories, which, by the way, is also, just like speaking and making these videos, it's really good for keeping your mind limber. So, and then I read as well. So I have, and in addition to that, I also post something like 10 to 15 videos a day. I post 3 or 4 on this channel, and then I do like 10 on my mom's channel that I manage her channel. So caffeine maintenance, caffeine hygiene is critically important for mental, psychological stability. It's in that same vein that you don't make huge decisions immediately after having a bender with tons of alcohol the night before. You're going to be tired. You're going to feel depressed. You're going to feel like poop. All right? And I'm saying this to not just those individuals who are liking what they're seeing in my videos, but also to my future progeny, which I pray to God I have, as well as anybody in my family today. I have a family member by the name of Lance that I do hope watches some of these videos and gets some good information from them, because he's one of the people, if I don't have kids, that I am strongly considering giving a large portion of my wealth and material possessions and resources to when I pass on. So him, as well as a few of my nephews, because I do have a sizable amount of stuff, sizable amount of resources, and I have nothing to do with them except build them into more resources. That's the goal. So, anyways, 1,000 different ideas, a little bit of a distraction there with the doggos. I apologize for that. But essentially, the number one thing I'm trying to get across here, do not make big decisions when you are not in the proper mental state. And caffeine helps with that. Proper caffeine hygiene helps with that. It's also the type of caffeine that you have. The difference between a rock star and a coffee is that coffee has a lot of nitrous oxide in it? Yeah, nitrous oxide. Laughing gas, right? And it actually promotes better absorption of the caffeine. Whereas a rock star has other things in it, like B vitamins, sometimes acetyl-L-carnitine, stuff like that. So, there you go. that's all I got for today. Kind of a disjointed one. I apologize for that. But love y'all. Peace.